Alright, hello Mr. Rex, Mr. Weenie, how's it going guys? Mr. Matt, welcome in. Just unloading your last delivery. You will be like... I don't know what that is. Something and be back. Oh, you'll be like Arnold, I'll be back. Gotcha. I was confused by that. I'm like, what do you mean you'll be like Arnold? That doesn't make any sense. Mr. RXY, welcome in. We gotta go... Actually, I'm probably going the wrong way. Yeah, I definitely am. Okay. Hey, Miss Dust Bunny, welcome in. Mr. Eagle, welcome in. How are you doing? Thanks for the message, Jay. Unexpected addition to my day meant a lot. Yeah, no worries, Matt. Sorry I didn't get back to you sooner. I saw your message on Friday and then did my stream, helped out Nacho's stream, went to bed, woke up Saturday, had a funeral in the morning. Just a busy weekend, so... Mr. Artem, welcome in. How are you doing, Artem? We're probably going to run out of fuel before we get there, but that's alright. So we're currently 33%. We're 1/3 done with it. Yeah, it was good. I mean, as good as it can be. It's always sad, but it's a part of life. I'm doing well, Artem. How are you doing? Oh, actually, I think we're good on fuel. We should be able to make it to about where we have to deliver it. Not exactly... Oh shoot, I should have gone further out. Not exactly all the way to the fuel station, I don't think, but we should be able to make it pretty dang close. It's just down the road from where we have to deliver. Hey, Southfang, welcome in. Drifter, welcome in. How are you guys doing? How much do you want to finish here? Oh, like what do I want to get done today? A funeral? What happened? Well, it was my dad's best friend. They'd been friends since they were, you know, before they were teenagers even. Grade school, basically. The guy was basically an uncle to me. You know, he'd been in my life the whole time. I guess it runs in his family that they have they've had heart attacks pretty early on. So he passed away in early April, and they decided to have his funeral on his birthday, which was Saturday. So yeah, he would have turned 62. So his dad passed away at 64 or 65, and his brother passed away at 61, so the same age that he was. And that's a distracting question. That's good. Yeah, it's still pretty tough to. Yeah. So Matt says, "Is that long bridge need to be built?" Yes. This is one of the contracts here. This is about where I figured we would get to with the fuel. Fuel station's just down the road, but sorry, Artem. Before moving to a different map? No, I plan on completing it 100%, Artem. I didn't see the rest of your question. I must have got distracted. Yep. That's all she wrote. Let's see, do we have anything nearby? I don't think so. Oh, I guess down here. What is this? The Earth Roamer. Okay, we can do that. Where is the Earth Roamer? You'll be looking for a bit, Southfang? Sounds good. Hey, Zeb, welcome in. And thank you, Miss Dust Bunny. And anybody else who, Southfang, Matt, appreciate it. It's Zeb, the other Southfang, yeah. Thank you, Mr. Matty, I appreciate that. Monday fun day. What will this week bring? So we're going to be doing a 7-hour stream at some point this week. It just depends. Wait, there's fuel? Oh, that's right, I detached this thing. I was going to bring it and then I didn't want to... I had to grab a wood plank from there or something that we had lost. Forgot about that. Sorry, I'll try and catch up on you guys' chats here. What did you say about my message? Because I had to go start the dishwasher. RXY. I don't know if I seen your other message, RXY. I don't see it on here. Sorry about that. Daniel, welcome in. Driving in snow is super distracting, bud. Keep your chin up. Yeah, sorry, it's still very fresh, so... Oh shoot, that was my spot too, wasn't it? Ah, dang it. Laughter's the best medicine. Chat, come up with the cheekiest joke you know for Jay. When, where, who? Either tomorrow, Wednesday, or Thursday. I'm not sure which day works best, because on Fridays I play with Nacho, so we can't do it Friday. I guess I was like, I probably could do it today, but hadn't really planned on it. But yeah, one of the next 3 days. I had asked on my Discord, but the only response I think I got was Saturday. And I was like, this was last week when I asked, and I said the next couple of Saturdays I'm busy. So, but yeah, let's get some W's in the chat for Mr. Weenie and Mateo. I realize I again didn't answer your question, Artem. Oh wait, no I did. Thank you, Mr. Artem, for your question. Got a W's from Southfang, Mr. Zeb, Mr. Matt. Alright, here's the joke of the day for Matt. What do you call an angry carrot? I feel like this is like a redhead joke or something. I don't know. What is it, Matt? Steamed vegetable. That's a good dad joke. Alright, this is one I heard the other day. Zing has a command in his stream where you can type dad joke and it'll come up with some random dad joke. And the dad joke that he came up with, I think I've already asked this last week, but what do you call a pile, like a huge pile of cats? Okay, Sweets, and aw darn, I didn't see it in game for any day, and I try to get all the streams if I can. Oh, all good. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't really know which day works best. I just didn't want to do it on Monday because sometimes on Mondays I like forget. Like if we have meetings or something at work and I'm like, oh shoot. You know, like you kind of just forget about it over the weekend, so. I was like Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, because Fridays I'm busy, Monday I might forget, so. Not sure, honestly. What do you call a huge pile of cats? Does anybody else have a guess? It's another dad joke, I'll tell you that. So it's not a... It's not... I don't know, like it's creative, but it's kind of the so like stupid it's funny kind of thing. Anybody have a guess? A furball? Alright, it's a meountain. Yeah, that one came from Zing's little dad joke filter thing. I thought that one was pretty stupid, it was funny. And I know Bryce, every time Bryce enters, he says meow, so if we see Bryce, we'll have to ask him. Actually, no, I think I asked him the other week, because I've asked it a couple of times now. RXY said, the hardest thing for me about streaming is I don't really talk unless I am with friends. For me, I guess when I started out I made videos, so it was slightly different, but I kind of do the same thing for my videos. I just drive around and talk about whatever's going on in the game. Whether it's like, oh, look at this crack, I wonder if there's any breakable edges here, you know, just whatever's on my mind at the time. It's not necessarily always game related, but mostly is. Yeah, I kind of do the same thing with streaming. I sort of fill the gaps with whatever's happening, and then I try and read everybody's chats if I can. So, Ruck is saying hi to everybody. Mateo, Maddie. I just looked back to see if Maddie had changed his name. I was like, wait, is he going back to Maddie? No, okay. Zeb, JJ, RXY. Miss Dust Bunny is here as well, Rex. I know Artem had left. Southfang's lurking. Says hello to Miss Dust Bunny as well. Rubica, sorry, yes, you came in and I was still having a rough time. I was trying not to talk because it wouldn't have sounded very good. So, welcome in, Rubica. Sorry for being a bad streamer there for a bit. It felt weird just sitting there in silence and like watching the chats come in. What would bears be without bees? Ears? Is that the answer? Ears? I knew the joke. I didn't. I just looked at it. I'm like, well, without... My first thought was like, you know when they say like the birds and the bees? And I was like, well, he didn't say birds. He said bears. What would bears be without a bee? And I looked at it and I'm like, it spells ears. I don't think I've ever heard that one before, but I just kind of figured it out. Honeyless? That's true. It's okay. It's hard to keep up with all the popular streamers. Alright, let's park this here. Let's get back in the Ford for a bit. Wait, did I don't think I filled up my roof rack, obviously. I thought I did, but I guess I didn't. Oh, I think I filled up the other truck's add-on instead. Why did the bicycle fall over? That's a good question. Promise it's the last one. Because someone kicked its leg out. Or no. Maybe. Something like that. It's definitely something along those lines. It was too tired. Nice. I was thinking of like the, you know, the kickstand. Figured it had to be something like that. Hey, Mr. Zing, welcome in. So Zing is officially back to the office today, guys, so he probably won't really be around the streams too much anymore. Probably more of a hi-bye scenario. Let's see, I think I gotta go all the way back to the first map to get these planks. So I'm home. Funny story. Okay, I guess I've been mistaken. They gave Zing an extra day off. JJ driving around with a busted F750 must be the Scouts only in Season 15. That's right. I gotta figure out how to get these medium planks. I know we were talking about this earlier. Oh, you went in? Oh no. They didn't have the office ready. You gotta be kidding me. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna go through here, I guess. This will probably be the easiest way to do it. Oh, I'm in low. I was like, why is it going so slow? Wife called at about 9:30 to let me know the landscaping guy sliced through the fiber line. Oh no. You gotta be kidding me. So I've been home since 11:30 or so for the appointment for ATT to come fix it. Wow. Jeez, that's just bad luck. Miss Dust Bunny says, hello, Mr. Zing. Now the gang's here. What's your take on the new 10-minute gameplay for Roadcraft? I didn't see any 10-minute video, Matt. I saw they posted a quick, like, 2-minute co-op thing. I didn't see the 10-minute one. Must have missed that one. Landscaping guy isn't going to be happy the bill he has to pay. Right? That's got to be expensive to get that thing fixed. Oh, that was a yikes. What's up, Psycho Kid and Josh? Welcome in, guys. Oh, wait. Yeah, this is the turn, isn't it? Oh, man. Frickin' landscapers always frickin' things up, says Rex. He ripped apart the ground PVC pipe for our downspout too. Oh my god. Did he not have stuff marked out beforehand and he just started going in there throwing stuff left and right, digging holes wherever he wanted? Did you hear they're making a new car mechanic sim? I have not heard that, no. Today's adulting tip, always know where your backup keys for your vehicle are. Yeah, and also don't have it be the same place for your normal keys. Because then when you lose your normal key, you're like, well, where's the backup one? Well, the backup one might not be there because it's in the same spot. No, he didn't do anything right, pretty much. This was scheduled last year for him to edge our flower beds around the house, so he finally came a year later. When we said we wanted our money back. Oh. Sounds like a pretty bad company. Didn't call the Diggers Hotline Mark stuff? That's what I was kind of assuming. Like, he must not have looked into it, because... Yeah, just sounds like he went in there and started poking holes or doing whatever he wanted, wherever he wanted, and made a huge mess out of it. Probably won't be in business for long if they have that type of attitude, though. You had to pay a locksmith, locked my keys in at work. Found the key afterwards. Oh no. That is a bummer, Daniel. I gotta get back to the port area and get this thing fixed. Without the suspension, like, even this is slow. This may not seem that slow, but it's going really slow through here. So, gotta get this thing fixed up. Sketchy company right there. It's just bad business. I mean, it sounds like he did multiple things wrong. Once they demanded the money back, he's like, fine, I'll come out and do whatever you wanted me to do. Comes out probably all pissed off, didn't, like you said, didn't want to call the diggers to find out where he can and can't go, and was just like, here, I'll put this here, do that, and then it was just, made a huge mess. Drifter says in FS25 you can use 7 and 8 and shifter for John Deere tractor 18-wheeler? 7 and 8. Like a physical shifter. At first I was looking at like the keys 7 and 8. I'm like, is that what he's talking about? I don't know. Ah, dang it. Hey VTech, welcome in. Oh man, the engine is starting to stall. We've taken so much damage. That's not good. Look how slow it is now. If I go any faster, it'll stall. Hey, Mr. Sam, welcome in. VTech, welcome in. Just got your message. Thanks, it wasn't easy. 23 watching, 20 likes. Let's get those likes up by giving the like button a high five. Sam says, I'm sleep map up. Don't know what that means, but okay. I think it's time to go to the garage and pay for a repair. Oops. What are you repairing there, Daniel? Rex said hey to Samuel. If it wasn't so close to the port here, I would probably just bring out another vehicle and drag it, but we're almost there. Oh yeah, time to go to the garage for this. Gotcha. I was thinking like in real life, like you're taking your vehicle into the garage because he's talking about locking it, you know. I was like, what, did they damage it or something? But thinking too much, I guess. I'm sleep nap up. Yeah, I don't know what that means, Sam. Yeah, you're good. No worries. I'm sure you got other better things to do. Hey, Pee-wee, welcome in. How are you doing, Pee-wee? Yeah, that sounds like it's zing. That sucks, especially for your first day back at the office, because, like you said, you went in and then you're like, oh, sorry, gotta leave. Like, I don't know. I mean, obviously they'll understand, but it's just like, what the heck? Okay. I think the closest vehicle we have is this earth roamer over here. Or wait, earth roamer. Hercules. Sorry, wrong thing. Jeez, the amount of gas we went through too is crazy. From the fuel station to here. I guess I can buy spares. Yeah, the Hercules is close. The office was gross AF. Had to crawl under a desk to move the surge protector to the top of the desk. Dumped out like 20 dead pugs. Yuck. Like 80 degrees in there. Oh yeah, I suppose. Probably just turning on the air conditioning because it's been sitting there for however long without, you know, needing to be conditioned. Chairs were all dirty. Yeah, that's what I don't get. They knew everyone was coming back to the office. You told us this like 2 months ago. Like, don't you think they could have had a cleaning crew come through and, you know, just dust stuff up? You know what I mean? Like, say if everyone's coming back on the 28th, just have the janitors or whoever, like Justin was talking about, have them come in on the, I don't know, what would it be, the 23rd or something? Like last week, Thursday, Friday, however big the office is, have a couple of days to clean everything, and then after that, you're back to your normal janitorial stuff. Oh no! Ooh, almost tipped it. Sam says he's got 58 subscribers, 10 videos now, 301 views. Very nice, Sam. Joshua says hello to Zing. No, people were there every day. Oh, really? We've been told we had to go back and that it wasn't ready since March last year. Holy crap. There was a small group of people there for like 3 years. Jeez. That's insane. So some people have been there the whole time, but it's still just nasty. Hey, Mr. Spoon, welcome in. That flagpole up there is Spoon's house, if anybody didn't know that. Although he's trying to get a new house. He said his driveway's not very good, which is true. Zing says, hey, Josh as well. It was empty. Rex said, hey to Spoon. Yeah, soon 60. Dustbunny said, I used to work for a janitorial company and would have been fired if that had been found like that. Yeah, right? Like, that sounds terrible. I sold it for a Lake Riviera house near the port. No, did you? Well, I guess we'll give it to Claude then. You sold it to Claude. How's that? Because we never found a house for Claude. Claude hasn't been here in a while. By a while, I mean like, I don't know, a week or so. Which isn't that long, but... I forgot Claude was from Quebec, so... Claude can have your old house. Because it's a house with a view. Okay. Alright, let's repair the Hercules. Oh. And the Ford. And then just buy all the repairs back. Okay. I think we're good. What game name? What game is this? This is SnowRunner, Samuel. I think I actually ought to go around. SnowRunner did a lovely throwback post today because today's a special day for SnowRunner. It's its 5-year anniversary. I remember it came out in April. I couldn't remember exactly when it had come out, though. Alright. Trying to think. I'm pretty sure I have a decent amount of fuel, like, I don't know, 200 liters maybe? Well, I guess, yeah. If we're out, then I'll have to go back to fuel up our truck. But there should be a truck, or a trailer. I'm going to top up with this, though. We're not going to make it there without it. Should be a trailer up here a ways. And that trailer has fuel in it. I don't know how much, though. It's a nice game. You like it? Yeah, I don't know. I've been playing this game for quite a while. It's just... it's kind of what I started... Oh, shoot. Getting off the track. Kind of what I started the channel with, and pretty much been playing it ever since, just here and there. The game just keeps on going, so... I have not heard about that, Abrams, but I probably shouldn't talk about that. That sounds like something that would get me in trouble. Holy 5 years it's been out. It felt like longer than that. Really? But no, I have not heard of that. I'll probably hear about it. I usually watch like a news show and kind of look at some like headlines, I guess, a little bit later in the day, like after the stream. So probably will get talked about there, but no, I had not heard of it until you mentioned it. But yeah, it's both probably something YouTube doesn't really want to have. You know, it's not, unless it's like past history, then it's kind of, you know, it happened, but yeah, they probably don't want to talk about it. And then also I want people to be able to come here and relax and just enjoy and not be like, you know, divisive or like one side or the other kind of thing. Like, just come in, sit down, relax, enjoy, you know. Antidepressants this spoon. Or better yet, do y'all hear about the new info on DB Cooper case? I have not heard about that. What is the new info? Lesson says, as it should be. That and space engineers, says Matt. Oh wait. I wonder what vehicles we'll get for Season 16. Gotcha. I don't know. I mean, I would venture... I would say something big, right? They've pretty much come out with a big vehicle in every single season since, like, Season 9, I think it's been. 8 had the big tractors, so I don't know if you consider that, but... yeah, you got the big tractors in 8, you got the Dairy Special in 9, 10 you got the Kenworth, 11 was obviously Scouts, but I mean they gave us the biggest Scout in the Burlak, 12 gave us the Fem, 13 gave us the Plaid, 14 again big farm tractors, so I don't know if you really count those, but and then 15 with the Slater or the Elephant. So I would guess something large, like another super heavy. They said no more scouts a while ago, which we've gotten 4 since then, so I think we're finally done though. I would say probably a scout, and then something similar to the Mercer that we got. Something sort of between like a small off-road and a heavy duty would be my guess. Alright, let's see how much fuel do we have in here. Oh no, that's right, I left it exactly what it had. That one's exactly where it needs to be. Alright. Gotta make it to the lumber mill quick to grab the medium planks. Excuse me. Will it be 5 years? Probably they are not ready for SnowRunner 2, yeah. I think another year or two. Maybe a 6x6 or a 10x10. No scouts, please, for lessons. Twin steer with 150-inch tires and a loading crane. And like a crazy low center of gravity that's like way under the truck, so that you don't even have to worry about flipping over. Basically rights itself all the time. Well, Rex, you are dino size. Rex says I like big trucks. You wouldn't mind a European equivalent to a quarter-ton pickup? Yeah, I thought they might expand into some other like countries' vehicles, which I guess they have, but I guess I thought it'd be a little bit more, because once they started coming out with like the Neo Falcon and the Rock Grinder, those are both Indian vehicles from India. I thought they might come out with a couple more, but I mean, I guess the Plaid is what, German, I think. But yeah, that would be pretty cool. We need an official Unimog. Yeah, I know the Expedition's got one, and then they ported it over to SnowRunner. Can't seem to get moving here. Trying to read, where did somebody said something about the DNA. That might have been off my thing already. Mr. Wright, welcome in. I don't know if I said that, but Sawyer, welcome in as well. Oh, they think it was a guy named Richard McCoy Jr. FBI have the parachute now, DNA testing. Really? They found the parachute? That's crazy. Where did they find that? I'm definitely going to be looking that up after this. That stuff's interesting to me. Hey Blaine, welcome in. The truck from the cargo and logistics sim that you play. Oh, Think the Truck, gotcha. We've only got a 6x6 Mercedes. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. A Unimog and SnowRunner? Yeah, they have a Unimog and Expeditions, and they have a Unimog and SnowRunner as a mod truck. Naked Dave has ported it over to SnowRunner. Would be cool if they had a dedicated crane truck. That would be kind of cool. I know some people would be like, oh, this thing sucks, you know, like, it's sort of like the Saddle Highs that can't do anything else other than Saddle Highs. But if that's all it could do, it would probably do it pretty dang good. I think that'd be a pretty cool truck to have. You sent me the link on Discord? Yeah, I'll definitely watch that. I'm into that kind of stuff. Like I said, I don't really watch movies, but if it's like a documentary kind of thing, I love those. Like, I could watch that stuff all day long. Over the weekend I was watching a bunch of like animal, like documentary kind of stuff. Alright, let's hope that we have enough here. Let's shut this down. I have 0 medium planks. Okay, we don't have enough. Alright. Oh wait, the log trailer's... that's the short one, I think. You're into the history stuff? Nice. Spoon, what have you done? A G-Wagon would be cool. It would be kind of funny just because it's so, like, you know, it's like a rich kid, or rich person car. I think of a rich kid car. Do I still have... Okay, it looks like I don't have a... That's got logs. That had... is that medium or short? That's medium. That's the one we need, I think. Bye, JJ. Take care. I'll see you later, Rubica. Thank you for stopping in. Have a good rest of your night. We'll see you in the next one. Yeah, this is definitely the longer one, so this is what we want. See you soon at the next stream. Mr. Sam, you're heading out too? Okay, see you later, Sam. Thank you for stopping in. Have a good rest of your night. We'll see you soon as well. I just want something that carries its repair points in a pickup-like bed. Not a roof rack to have a low center of gravity. I gotcha. Yeah, that would be kind of cool. Actually, would that be a better choice to go up there and follow that? No. Okay. G-Wagons are very off-road capable. Pretty sure they got 3 differentials. I believe that. It's just kind of like it's what all the rich kids seem to want. At least that's all I ever hear about. I want a G-Wagon. Hey Jonah, welcome in. Is there ever a time you use a dead axle? I don't really... I've used them before, but they just seem like they're more of a hindrance on here, so they're not really worth most of the time using. Hey King, welcome in. Spoon keeps taking my spoons? Uh-oh. Hey Spoon, have you ever heard of the game Fortnite? I thought it'd be funny if Spoon was playing Fork Knife. Okay, I'll stop. I'll see myself out. I just thought about this. A lot of people like to make fun of Mr. Spoon because of his name, don't they? Like, he's the only person that kind of gets crap for his name. Cricket noises, yeah, everyone's just dead quiet. Really? You went there? They seem more practical IRL. I'm sure they have their uses, I don't know. On here, the wheel just contacts all, like the hill right here. It would just hit in the middle, and then it would like stop me from being able to roll over the hill, you know? They're just more of a pain, but yeah, I'm sure they're more useful in real life. On the JFK thing, there was some docks declassified recently. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I think I remember hearing about that. That was like wasn't that like 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago or something? Because didn't they say there was like I can't remember the amount of pages, but like 80,000 pages or something of reports and stuff to go through of he said this, she said that, we went here, looked this, and all that kind of crap. Like some crazy amount of pages to look through. Hey, Robert Weeks, welcome in. I missed you. Again, if I missed your guys' chats, feel free to resend them or let me know that I missed them, because I'm trying to read them all. But that's got, or Mr. Weenie's got the oh boy. Mr. Blaine, what's up? Not much, just woke up. Blaine, you said you had the weekend off, right? How did that go? Did you do anything fun? I guess that really goes to anybody, but I know Blaine wasn't working. Mr. Blaine. You just got here? Okay. Yeah, I seen you say hi. It's, might even be off now. Oh yeah, there it is. Never mind. Not too far. Played video games all weekend? That's always fun. I shouldn't say always fun, but it's fun from time to time. Can get boring. Hey JJ, are there any standalone vehicle DLCs planned? None that we know of, no. Basically, there's only one DLC we know that's coming, and that's Season 16. We don't know if there'll be a 17 through 20, and we also don't know if there's any other standalone DLCs. They haven't mentioned anything else, so... Yeah, as far as we know, there's only one more DLC confirmed to be coming to SnowRunner. The rest of it would all be speculation. Gave you a like, thank you Robert, I appreciate that. It's always nice little reminder. So I know a lot of the time, I normally go into a stream and then I hit the like button and then I start talking, but sometimes I go in there and I just start lurking. Like I'll just be watching it and doing something else, and then they'll say something that I like randomly reply to, you know, and they're like, oh hey, JJ's here, you know, something like that. And I just forget to like, and then I'll see somebody else mention it. I'm like, oh shoot, yeah, forgot that. I've been getting worse at that lately, actually. Forgetting to like more often, so it's nice to get a reminder. Rex says, come join the Discord. JJ wants to see your gaming adventures. It is true. I do enjoy that. Trying to remember if because this is the smaller one, right? Yeah, this is definitely the LTI. Yeah. Oh yeah, the SX. That one was the one we refueled the F750 with, I remember. Daniel said, didn't get to play video games this weekend. Hopefully I just need a new cord for connecting my controller to the computer. Oh, that's not good. Well, I mean, I guess it's good if that's all you need, but it's not good that it's not working for you. Is it... Zing was actually talking about this just last week, because NachoCast was having issues with his Bluetooth headset. I guess the Bluetooth in some of the motherboards are not great and need to be... or should have a dongle or something to increase the strength. So that could be possibly part of your problem. That it's like it's disconnecting briefly or something because it's losing the connection. It has to be like really close to the computer, or it loses connection, or you know, something like that. That could be the issue. I'm going to quote Ronald Reagan real quick. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down the wall. November 9th, 1989. Yeah, I just found out actually just over the weekend because I saw, you know, a lot of friends, or like friends, family, relatives. I found out that my brother is going to Germany this next week. I had no idea. He had never mentioned it. It's crazy. Time goes so fast. It seems like it was just 5 minutes ago when the sun was totally down. It was just pitch black when we started the stream, and then now it's basically been an entire day. Oh man, there's a lot of damage. I think there's an issue with the USB connection. You can hear it disconnect and reconnect in my recent video. So it could be a bad cord, or maybe even the connection on the controller that's like loose. And so if it's not like perfect, it gets disconnected. Do I have flex tape? I do not. I used to use a wireless controller, but I was always charging the batteries and it was kind of annoying, so I sit right next to my computer anyway, so I actually have a wired one now. So for some people that they would probably prefer the wireless, but I don't really mind. Most of you guys know anyways that I play in a very small enclosed area, so it's not like I'm gonna get up and walk away or anything, you know, like have the full length of the cord out. When you said, "That's a lot of damage," made me think of that. Be like, tape the bumper back up on. There you go, that'll work. Alright, I think we only need to bring one load of logs because each singular log counts as one plank, one medium plank. So if we bring a full 3, like a set of logs, that would be 3 medium planks worth. So we just need one for now. We'll probably end up needing... Actually, I think I need another one for the pontoon bridge in the north, if I remember right. So we need at least 2 more sets. I'm trying not to get like too far ahead because I don't exactly remember how many logs we need throughout the entire region. I want to say it's 14, but it's like... It's got a weird breakdown. It's like you need 4 medium log sets. I'm just throwing out numbers here. It's like 4 medium log sets. For like missions and contracts or whatever, and then you need 3 of them that will be like turned into planks and then deliver the planks to different places. So it's like 7 of those, and then I think you need 7 shorts as well, and it's kind of the same thing. It's like, oh, 5 are needed for around the map, and then 2 are needed to craft into small planks to deliver those around the map. So I think in total it's 14, but I don't remember how many of which. I think it's 7 and 7 too. But I suppose what I could do is just bring most of them over to the other map, but at this point we're probably like 3/4 done with logging. Or maybe half, I guess, I don't know. I feel like we've done a pretty good number of them. Probably a half, actually. So I'm pretty sure I remember doing at least one short. 2 mediums, 3, 4... So that would be 5 total that I can remember. I think we've done like 6 or 7 though. This place sucks. You get so much damage in here. Luckily we're unloaded so we don't have to worry about it too much. But yeah, this place is just where your vehicles go to die. Can't tell if we're hooked on something or... Let's try and go to the right maybe. I think the legs might be caught on the log. Hard to know. I'm gonna go outside quite a bit here to try and dodge the logs and the water. Alright, finally, here we are. Oh, I didn't even notice. I haven't been paying attention. Mr. Rex said, at 30 watching, 32 likes. Good job spreading that peace and love, everybody. Thank you. Alright, we've just been auto-loading. So we'll do that again. Oops. Passed it. We want medium logs to the trailer. Rex says, I'll be right back. Alright, Rex, see you in a few. I'm going to try not to blow up my truck here. Daniel's headed out. This is going to go have fun. See you later, Daniel. Have a good rest of your night. Thanks for stopping in as always. And we will see you in the next one. Hey, bad boy. Welcome in. How you doing, bad boy? Hurry back, Rex. Miss Dust Bunny says, please don't leave me alone with these animals. I need a dinosaur to protect me. So Bad Boy says, howdy all. Still sick, but my doctor prescribed something today for my mild fever. Hopefully you're feeling better soon, Bad Boy. I ain't no animal. Okay, you're a tank. So true, Mr. JJ. Yeah, that's funny. So JJ, I sense a disturbance in the force. We should be getting the monthly update like tomorrow probably. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. Every once in a while I kind of just forget about it. I'm like, oh yeah, it is the end of the month. You're probably right, Zing. This is one of those times where there's probably not really any information there, SnowRunner wise. But I could see a good bit of information coming out roadcraft wise because it's getting close. You know, it's what, 21 days or something away. I don't know the exact number, but yeah, something like that. Because the 30th, so 2 more days, it'd be like 19 or something. I don't know exactly. But we are definitely getting close to that. I don't know expeditions wise if they'll have much news, but they'll probably just recap a lot of, like the SnowRunner, like, oh, season 15 came out and it's been pretty well received and this and that, and you know, a couple of pictures, and yeah, I don't think they'll have too much news. I don't know, I'm wondering if we get a little tease at some updates. Yeah, they could be. It's already been, what, 18 days? I'm gonna guess it's a nothing burger, but yeah, it could be. Could have some news in it. Nothing burger SnowRunner wise, I should say. That's my guess. They could give us an update on like the Pacifics and cats that are being changed, right? Because we already know about that. We just don't know when. Roadcraft has no DLCs on Xbox yet. Yeah, well they said they want to, because Roadcraft is quite a bit different than SnowRunner, they want to basically see how it's received before they come out with a roadmap of like, oh, we're going to come out with the DLC here and, you know, basically have a year one pass. They didn't want to do that. Probably because they've been burned on it a few times now. Expeditions and Dakar Desert Rally both didn't do so well. Yeah, we don't really know what they're changing either. We have no idea. All we know is that it's going to be changes to those vehicles. We don't even know which vehicles. I would assume the 770G would get the Saddle Low trailer, because that one was like in the question. That was one that was, you know, basically specifically asked about. So I can't imagine they wouldn't give that some sort of an update, but they would update all the rest or something. Hey, Mr. Jacobson, welcome in. Hello from Crete. Very nice. I mean, the DLCs we are getting. Oh, well, isn't it just like the what is it called? The Aramatsu Bowhead, I think? Doesn't sound right. Bow something. I think that maybe that is right, I don't know. But I think there's only that and that Hummer truck that are like a DLC so far. I believe it's only those two. Thing says, yeah, I'm thinking we're getting a teaser or something in SnowRunner. Feeling it. Maybe the double log trailer fix. Yeah, maybe they'll give us an update on that. They said the log trailer would be coming later in Season 15. So I would assume mid-season update for that. So maybe they would say it's in the works, should be out, you know, mid-season patch or whatever, something like that. We still don't know the name of Season 16, and SO said May, I think, for PTS. Really? May's pretty early. I'm kind of surprised at that. I suppose end of May would be like 6 weeks, but I just figured June. Southing says, I shouldn't have finished Season 15. Could have used the new log trailer for the logging. It's really hard to back up. I mean, I guess maybe you're a professional driver and don't have to worry about that, but it's quite difficult to back it up. I'm honestly not a huge fan. Like, it looks really cool, but I'm not a huge fan of how it like works in game. Although it is nice to have a log trailer that's not entirely drug behind you. You know, like you can have part of it up because it's a saddle low. But yeah, I mean, basically it's this, like, you could attach a truck and a trailer you know, you could have it, like right now, I could have a set of logs on this as an add-on and then a trailer behind it like I have to pull to. So you're not really getting anything in that area. And then you could winch a truck and trailer behind you as well to get the same amounts. You're not like gaining an amount, if that makes sense. If it was like a triple log trailer, then it'd be like, oh cool, you can actually carry more logs with this than you could previously or something. But yeah, I do like it. I think it's really cool looking. It just doesn't... I've tried it with a couple of different trucks and it just doesn't... It's just heavy, basically. Just really hard to move, you know? No, I would have gotten into a load of trouble with it, but it would be fun to try. It is very fun. It's fun to mess around with anyways. I don't want to finish it all right away just because then, like, what am I going to do after that? Like, I'm still going to play my other hard mode, but... Well, I'll play this one too. But, yeah, after we beat Season 15, there'll be kind of a gap there, so I'd rather not beat it all, like, instantly. Like, I think, Spoon, you're probably done, aren't you, if you're still here? I think Spoon is done. I think Blaine is done. I know VTech is done. I know Nathan's completed on normal mode, now he's playing it on his hard mode. Oh, you finished it over the weekend too? Yeah, I stopped in on your stream on Saturday morning, like early Saturday morning. Well, I guess not early, but early for me. Took you longer than Austria. I remember when I was playing my hard mode in Southing, you're like, oh, I'm in Season 8, oh, I'm in 9, oh, I'm in 10. I'm like, geez, you're flying through these, man. Oh, you knocked it out on Saturday, nice. So what do you plan on doing with that extra time now, Zing? I know you're obviously back to the office, so you won't be able to stream it, like, as much, but... And you obviously have the Expeditions videos. Crap, I got stuck here last time. I think I'm getting stuck again. Yeah, so I was able to make it through here with the Earthroamer SX and a short log trailer. But this is the smaller one, this is the LTI, and this is a medium log trailer. I don't think we're going to be able to get through here without getting a little tug. I may be wrong, but that's just my guess. Amir took the longest. Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. It has... I mean, Amir, Glades, and North Carolina are all very close on missions. It's 103, 107, and 108. But yeah, the difficulty and the terrain is much different, so... I don't think that's going to help at all, is it? North Carolina had a lot of missions, but I had a lot more trucks than Amir. Oh, that's true. Yeah, I didn't really think about the amount of trucks. But that makes sense. You have a lot more money. So it was easier to set up a support network of trucks. Yeah, to have fuel and repairs so you didn't have to go like way out of your way to get them. That makes a lot of sense. New season of D4 starts tomorrow, so I'm going to get on that. What is D4? Is that in World of Warcraft Zing? Or is D4 Diablo? Diablo 4? Diablo, okay. Oh, shoot. Right after I said it, I'm like, that's probably Diablo, isn't it? I remember in North Carolina, that was like the first time that I had ever overloaded logs, because your guy was like, just do it, do it, do it. So I had the Forester and I overloaded, but I didn't grab a trailer, because it's obviously my first time doing it. And it's a lot more of a pain if you don't have an extra trailer, because then you have to unload every log, you know, and then reload 3, or just leave 3 in it. So that's just a huge pain. This is just far enough away that I can't get it with that winch point. I'm hoping it just gets barely close enough to do it. Maybe that. There we go. Welcome back, Mr. Rex. Dust Bunny was scared for her life. She's happy to have her protector, the big Rex, back. Trailer store position was a pain though on the first map. Yeah, way down in that bottom part, that was very kind of weird placement. I mean, they've done it before with like not having them at the garage, but it seemed like that one was kind of a really weird spot. Because there's no other reason to go down there, really. Like, you never really go past it. If they had it on the other island, like that one going to the Flatland, I think it's called, you know, then you might use it because you're just driving past it. Actually, I think they did have a trailer store over there, too, didn't they? Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, I feel like over there it was just, like, way out of the way, and, like, there's just nothing out there. So... Random guy, welcome in. Just started playing this game, exploring Alaska, Northport with my Hummer. Any quick tips for beginners? Oh boy, where do we start? Anybody have any tips? I'm gonna refuel my truck quick. Mud tires work best for snow and ice. Chains work best... Best for snow, and ice chains work best on ice. Zing says slow is fast. Don't get stuck. Yeah, slow is fast, and a lot of shortcuts aren't really shortcuts. What Matt said, the mud tires are best in snow. If you're going to use chained tires, you probably want to stay like on the main roads or ice, because the game, in the game files anyways, snow is the equivalent of mud, so mud tires are basically going through mud, and so if you go with the chains you're getting a lot less grip. Depending on if you have the Jet tire pack, you're going to want to run Jet MS3s for like scouts. In some scouts like this one, actually, you're not going to want to change at all. That truck has the best tires in the game, and it's not even close. That's a truck you get in Tamir, so the next region you'll go to if you're playing in order. One thing that I would say, I don't know if it's really advice, but I would say don't rush to all of the strong vehicles right away. Because then it's, well, I don't know, you can do whatever you want, but I think it happened to many people that they rush to the strong trucks and then they play with them for a whole bunch and then like, this is kind of boring. It sort of takes all the fun out of it because it's just basically pull the trigger and just go. You know, there's no like switching into all-wheel drive or switching the differential locks on or off, or you know, it makes it way easier. And obviously there's some trucks that are like way more powerful than others. So I would just use whatever you find and buy a couple of them that are around, but yeah, I wouldn't go straight to all the strongest trucks, but you can do whatever you want. One thing that I would say, and this is probably not something that you'll find in too many places, but the crane can be super helpful. I actually, it's kind of a shameless plug, I guess. I did a video where I climbed across the entire map of Black River, Michigan just using the crane and the winch. So you might be able to find a couple of tips in there. You can use the crane to like flip yourself back over or push yourself through some mud. We call it rowing our boat. Yeah, I would say the crane is way more helpful than you know. Unpacking cargo makes it lighter. In almost every scenario, I think the only one that it doesn't is wood planks, the normal wood planks, the one slot ones. Those ones stay the same weight. Another one would be sometimes, and I don't know why this works, but if you get your trailer stuck, you can detach from the trailer and then just pull it, and for some reason it's lighter. This trailer is probably not a great example of it because it doesn't have front wheels, so it's not going to roll that well. But a lot of trailers, if you get stuck on something, you can detach it and pull it, and it'll probably pull easier detached than it would attached. Or you can, you know, get a head start, get a running head start, and attach a winch and kind of yank it because you're already going fast. That sometimes will get it pulled over whatever's holding it up. Alright. Go around the mud pit, not through it. Also good. A lot of the time you're just like, well, that's what I have this vehicle for, right? Driving through the mud, and you're like, well, you still should probably try and, you know, skirt around it if possible. If you're on normal mode, all of your upgrades and all of your trucks will sell for the same price that you bought them for. So if you spend $200,000 on a truck, you can sell the truck right back for $200,000. So if you try out a truck and you're like, yeah, I don't really like that one, you can just immediately sell it with, you can sell all the upgrades on it too. And yeah, just get all your monies back and try a different one if that's what you want to do. Oh my goodness. This is kind of another thing I just thought of because I'm doing it right now. A lot of the time people, when they winch, they just winch from the front of the truck. You can winch from further back points as well. And that'll help you, like, for example, if I'm trying to go forward, I can reach all the way up to that one, but if that tree wasn't there and I only had, say, this tree, this attachment point wouldn't be as good as, like, this one or this one or this one. This one can't reach, I guess, but one of these ones would be a little bit further back, giving me just a little bit more pull, so... Yeah, that's another good one, Zing. On normal mode, you can buy a trailer at the trailer store, dump fuel into your vehicle, and then sell the trailer right back, or even fix it up, too. You don't have to keep the trailer. The trailer's the same price, too. So you might spend, like, I don't remember the prices for the trailer, but say, like, $5,000 on a trailer. You fuel up, and then you buy another trailer to fix it up, and then you can sell them both back for the same price, for $5,000 or whatever it was. So it says remove expensive upgrades. Yeah, if you're not going to use them, for sure. If you don't plan on using the truck, or you want to use the upgrade in another truck, you could uninstall the upgrade and then install it on a different truck. Save you a little bit of money. Josh, you're gonna take a nap? Sounds good. See you later. Southbank says never sell a free truck unless you get a duplicate, because you never know when you'll need it as a repair or fuel truck. That's also pretty true. And it's kind of fun to, like, you know, if you have like 50 different trucks, to be able to use them all. So if you sold it, then you obviously can't use it anymore. What's going on here? What are we stuck on? Is it just stuck that deep in mud? Or is it it might be the ice chunk there. I think it might be the ice chunk. Okay. Really, that tree's too far? Alright. That was off. Nikolai, welcome in. How you doing, Nikolai? What? Okay. Fair enough. There, I think we got it out. My day is good. How about you? 40 watching, 36 likes. Let's get those numbers up. Thank you, Mr. Rex. Yeah, sell back the parts you aren't using. I don't know why we're having so much trouble with this right now. I think it's just the angle we came in at. Oh, there we go, finally. Alright. What to do when you run out of fuel and there's no fuel station nearby? Can I carry extra oil barrels for refueling? Not oil barrels and fuel barrels aren't actually fuel for your vehicle. Some vehicles have roof racks. Sometimes those are in the very bottom in the customization thing, and sometimes you'll have to click either RB or L or R1, depending on if you're on Xbox or PlayStation. I'm not sure what it is on PC or Switch. I think it might be Tab or something on PC. I'm not really sure, even though I'm playing on PC. And then there'll be a section like on the roof where you'll add it. Is this trailer a mod or stock? This is a Season 14 trailer, so it's not a mod. This is in the game. But one thing you can do is you can actually put fuel trailers on top of your vehicles. That was weird. And actually, I know the one fell off the F750. I'm pretty close to it, though. Well, as soon as we go through the gateway, I can show you. But you can actually put fuel trailers on top of your vehicles, and then you don't have to winch them along, and you have the fuel with you. The only way to get them to stay, you can either use a crane and clamp down on it, or you can, if it has all of its tires touching, you can pack it. So you can get some funny looking packs. I can show you again with the F750 when we get there. But Maddie, welcome in. Nate, welcome in. How are you guys doing? A little extra damage, no big deal. So I'm not really sure what we got left to do in this one. I know there's 2 roadblocks on this one I still want to switch. Or fix. I looked over at Abram's comment, and he's talking about the switch. He said just click the up button on switch. I know there's 2 roadblocks I want to fix, and I think there's one on the other map that I want to fix still that I know of. It seems complicated to play solo. I don't know. I think I don't think it's any more complicated solo. I mean, I guess it's more logistically complicated if you want to try and leave, you know, tankers of fuel and repair points around. Like that could get, like trying to find good spots for them could get more complicated, but it's pretty straightforward. You pretty much just pick up cargo from one spot and bring it to another, whether the cargo be logs or metal beams or concrete blocks or even sometimes vehicles. Sometimes it's just go from point A to point B, or B, C, D, E, F, like there's a bunch of points. Or sometimes it's just drag a vehicle to a certain spot. Or repairing and refueling, that's another one. But that's about it. Repair and refuel vehicles, move vehicles around, and then deliver cargo and trailers pretty much. So look at them logs. This is like the final stretch here. Southang says, if I can play solo, anyone can. Oh, Southang, you missed it. I remember you posted in my Discord that you had flipped down the hill at that one really sketchy section on the first map, the west side, over by the port there. I rolled down it the next day on stream. I don't remember which day that was, but yeah. Yeah, I rolled down the same spot. I flipped over the Ford and lost the... I had 2 trailers on it. And actually the other trailer's still there. I just left it because it rolled down the hill. Right there. It's like in a bad spot. I could probably crane it out, but... Yeah, I was going this way. And my trailer flipped over and that fell off the trailer, and so I just left it. But that is it's an empty scout fuel trailer, so I didn't really need it. Oh great, I shouldn't have stopped there, huh? Had it sink in. Matt says, Jace Boss, Nipper usual. Nikolai says, I have played it. Okay. You just leave it in hard mode. Yeah, you don't get any money for selling the trailers or anything anyways, so... That's actually one of the things I kind of like about hard mode, is everyone, like, they're always like, oh, well, you don't get any money for the trailers. I'm like, that actually kind of makes it easier for me, because my OCD would probably make me go around and pick them all up. I did that for the first 8 seasons, and then I realized I have way more than enough money, so I just stopped doing it. But yeah, otherwise I'd probably do it to maximize profits for every region. Matt says, you know what could be a fun idea, Jay? What's that? It says, podcast truck and doing the SnowRunner off-roading whilst having other streamers as guests on to chat with you and the chat. Yeah, it's not a bad idea, actually. They would probably just have to be in the chat with me, or like in the stream, so they can see the chat as well. So like we're both looking at the same things as it's popping up. Yeah, or you could just delete the trailer. You could do that too. But yeah, I'm just like, screw it. I'm just gonna leave the trailer. I don't get paid anything for it anyways. I've done that for all the seasons, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I specifically remember when I started, I went around and picked up every trailer on Black River and every trailer on Smithville, and like, you know. After a while, I was just like, man, I don't want to go get those trailers anymore, you know? Rex says he deletes the trailers when he's done with the region. I still leave mine there. I've only deleted like 1 or 2 trailers ever. Alright, we're almost there. Once we get back to the road, it'll be tar the rest of the way, and then we can get this delivered, change it into planks, get back in the Ford, go pick up the fuel trailer so we can show random guy here how to throw a trailer back on the top of your truck. You like it? It's a nice way to finish the season. I remember I think it was season 9, because when I played on normal mode, what I would do is I would drive a truck, and then I had basically two choices, right? Like I would say I would take something from the first map all the way to the second. I would then just leave that truck. You have an option to then use it in, like, say 10 missions later, to where it's like got some, you know, in between, or like some other missions or videos between there. Or you could just leave it and grab a whole new truck and drive that out. And I remember at the end of that season, I counted it up, I had 48 trucks on the map. I was like, holy crap. So I had like 24-ish trucks on both maps, just sitting around. I was like, that's a lot of trucks. But kind of like Southfang was saying earlier, you never know when you're going to need fueling or fixing or whatever. I would just leave them all around. And if I ran out of fuel, I had a truck close by with fuel. If I needed repairs, I had a truck with repairs. If I happened to like flip over or something, you could use those vehicles to do that. If I had flipped over and didn't have a crane on that truck too, I pretty much ran cranes with all of the trucks that I could. So I had a crane usually somewhat nearby, so pretty much any problem that I ran into, we could pretty much solve it. What map was it? The Albany River and the Burned Forest, Season 9, Ontario. I remember counting the trucks up as I was like finishing it. I'm like, holy crap, that's a lot of trucks. And it was a lot of loading screens, because you know, you load into the second map, and then you recover it to the garage, then you load back to the first map with the garage, then you load back to the second map to get into a new truck, and then you load back to the first map to put it in the garage. So it was like loading screen, loading screen, loading screen, just back and forth. Once you get them all to the first map, then it's not bad. It's just like recover, switch truck, but yeah, when it's like loading screen to the truck and then loading screen back out to the garage, it's kind of a long process. Matt says, I'm currently doing Yukon with just one truck down right now. Oh, yikes, that was bad. Just one truck, wow. One scout. One truck, one scout. Hey, Hardware Joe, sorry, I saw you mention something earlier. I saw you popped in. Was busy talking, so again, bad streamer. How are we doing, Hardware Joe? That will be horrible on PS4. Yeah, I remember, like, I know I said this before, but when I watched Stu, he's even said this before, he's like, you guys gotta forgive me, I'm on a PS4, I'm sorry, like, for the wait. Like, you go into a loading screen, it's like 60 seconds long. I don't know, Hardware Joe, you could probably give us a more accurate number, but it seems like it takes absolutely forever. Like, he'll just sit there and turn off his mic and be like, alright, see you in a minute. And then he'll, like, I don't know, use a vape or whatever he does. But yeah, it's like a long loading screen. I think mine are pretty quick. I don't remember what they time out to, but we'll be getting one here shortly. Yeah, Xbox One's probably about the same. Oh, come on. Alright, finally. We have arrived. I can turn that off. We can do unload. Then we can craft. We need 2 of them. I think I can steal a little bit of fuel from there, right? Nope, not really. Dang, okay. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to... I'm going to auto-load these, I think. Trailer. Oh, medium logs. Like what? Okay, there we go. I'm gonna try and sneak this truck through here, and then sneak the other truck right behind. That's not good. Alright, should be able to sneak through, I think. Maybe we need crowdfunding. It is an emergency situation, right? Yeah, it's pretty slow. It's kind of funny. I should time it out. I should see what mine come out to. I mean, for me it'd be easy just like rewind the video and see how long it ends up being, but that cannot be. I have a feeling we're gonna run out of fuel, aren't we? Oh my gosh. Barely hit it. We were almost stopped. Yeah, it's 2025. We can't have 1-minute loading screens. That's absurd. Wait, I ruined my suspension again? God dang. One shot, huh? That was all it took? No flying cars, but fast loading NVMEs. NVMe SSDs, yeah. I don't know if we're going to make it with fuel. I don't think so. I think we're going to have to come save ourselves. We might make it into that section over there, but that's all the farther I think we're getting. Yeah, the F750 suspension, I'm learning that it's not great, Zing. It takes like one shot and it's done. Well, I shouldn't say it's not great, but the durability could be quite a bit higher. I think it's at 75. But it is a I'm the problem sort of thing. My reckless driving. Grabbing all of the small trees, jeez. Cardboard suspension, lol. I spilled my coffee. That's funny. Zing, you made Joe spill his coffee. You're laughing too hard at the cardboard suspension. Oops. Didn't mean to do that, or that. See if we can go from the back, maybe. Why so reckless? That's a good question too, Rex. I don't know. I guess I just try and get places fast and it ends up biting me in the butt because then I break my suspension and then I go slower. And it happens all the time and I never learn from it. Because it's too fun. I don't know, I find it fun when you can like drift around the corner. Which I know that's obviously very unsafe. That's like, you know, flipping your truck over the guardrail and flying down into the river, but it's kind of fun. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is just so bad. Yeah, drifting's a good time. Especially when you get a really good one and you're like cruising around a corner. Obviously there's no reason for any of it, but You get a really good one, you drift around the corner and like you might tap the snow or like the edge, the back corner or something, but it becomes a really good drift. Those are fun. Alright. Yeah, we got an oh boy. Let's see if we can get that tree. Perfect. This one always jumps out at you. It like has an invisible tree that you can drive through. It should pop up any second here. Or maybe it won't because we're winched to it. It might be. Oh, there it goes. As soon as I detached, it popped up. Don't know why that one does it, but it does. Alright. Yeah, I'm not going to make it very far down this road. The next part. So I'm going to run the Hercules back out here to fuel and fix me. I'm not sure if I should grab the fuel tank from the other map or just leave it there. Actually, I think the fuel tank on the other map's empty. So I think I got to use my own fuel. We'll just get as far as we can till we run out. The tree says, hey! Yeah, there was one that did that. There's probably one in each season. Or maybe multiple, you know, just like a weird bug. But there was one that did that in Season 9. I remember it every time you drove past, it'd pop out and fling up and kind of do the same thing. See, everything runs through the front bumper time, yeah. Everything runs through the front bumper, just destroys my suspension. Or are you saying that the front bumper is like sort of, not transparent, but like hitbox isn't there or whatever? Or not where it should be anyway, something like that. I made a short about that tree. Nice. I seen Scott made a short from Friday's stream where I had my car land and blow up right next to all three of you guys. That was a good race. And we are out of fuel. Okay, let's go back to the Hercules. That was a good time. I don't think I have as much fuel as I would hope. I would go through the ferry and see how much fuel is in there, but I'm pretty sure I emptied it. That's a great question, Joe. What region has the best and most contract flow, in your opinion? I feel like Michigan's is really well. Because they have so much stuff scattered about that it's like, oh, you can take this here, and then when you go there, you pick this up and bring it here. Alaska's is pretty good, too. This thing says cola. I'm trying to think because, like, Yukon's tough because there's, like, so much stuff. since there is so much stuff, it's like you can go everywhere, right? Like, oh, you got to go to this house and then go back, and then, oh, well, there's a house right here you can go to and go back, and then go here and go back, and like, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like the first couple of regions, I feel like Tamir didn't do, like, yeah, I would say they're like normal, like an average, you know. Nothing's really super flowy in that region, but Michigan and Alaska are both really good. But yeah, Zing says cola flows really well if you do it right, but it's not a lot to do. Well, and sometimes there's, like, as an example, I know, Zing, you did this. When you went to Amir, you moved the rocket trailer before it was even allowed to be, like, that mission was still locked, that contract. So there are some things that's like, you can sort of prep for it, even though it's not available yet. Like, you might, I don't know, say you need like 4 drilling spare parts or something. Like, you can get the drilling spare parts because you're in the perfect spot, like you're right there. Bring those back, and then, you know, the rest of it will like flow pretty well after that. But yeah, it's kind of, you have to know that it's coming in order to do it. So I don't feel like those ones flow quite as well, but there's definitely some regions that if you know you have to do something eventually and you know where it is, like, you can kind of get ahead of it and grab it while you're there. And actually, same with the Medio Point contract in Amir. Once you get to the top of that hill, there's a trailer there you have to grab to bring it back to like the middle, like, launch pad area thing. So yeah, if you know you're going up there for the Medio Point one, you can grab that and bring that back with you. Tamir is good until you add logging and seismic, yeah. In Yukon is my favorite mission, the gold mine mission. Oh really, you like that one? The reinvigorating the old mine? The like 72 cargo or whatever it is. I did not play Tamir again, never. You don't like Tamir, huh? Alright, refuel. And where is it? There we go. And we got another 60. I'll throw 30 in my truck, and then we got 160 here. So there we go. I got 180. Oh wait, I took the fuel out of the Ford. Oh, I put it in my roof rack, not the Ford's. Do that and that. There we go. So I got a full 80. The Ford's pretty close to full. Oh wait, I was coming out here to repair, not refuel. There we go. 75 suspensions fixed. That should help. Let's see. The front bumper on just the F15 has a hitbox for the front bumper. I don't think they fixed the cattails used to pick the whole truck off the ground. You got my favorite mission. I did read that one. Tamir is good. To add logging, I did read that one as well. Okay, JJ, gotta go now. Hope you have a great rest of your stream and see you tonight. Yep, see you later tonight, Mr. Rex. Dust Bunny says see you later tonight, Rex, as well. Peace and love, everyone. See you all later tonight. I definitely went up to the Medio Point twice like an ignoramus. That's funny. Yeah, that Medio Point one is pretty brutal. I guess it's probably not so bad. Like, I remember I got the burlak and I tested it on that hill because it's like pure ice. And it rolled up there fine. But if you don't have chains and you're trying to bring that one slot cargo up, it's quite difficult because the trailer just wants to, you know, go all over the place, right? And then if you have like a small one slot truck like this, or like the Actaeon, or, you know, something like that, it's almost so small that the truck wants to like flip backwards, like it's so heavily weighted to the back. So that makes that kind of tough. And then obviously if you have a big truck that won't flip up because it's got more heavy in the front, more weight up there, then you can't really make the tight corners on that mountain. So it's like there's no winning on that one, like how to get up there. It's kind of funny because I used the Dan to get up there because I struggled so much with all the other trucks. I had the Dan with the multi-purpose cargo module to get up there. And it doesn't sound like that would be a good truck for it, and it probably isn't. But since we're doing it with no chains, I had to find a different route. Oh my gosh. Didn't expect that to break through quite as deep. I might be stuck. Alright, let's oh wait, hang on. We can use these yeah, we can use these as winch points. The random damage on the main road, I hate this so much. Yeah, there's like little potholes that'll get you all the time. A trucking game that makes you wish you had a Chinook helicopter. That's right. Just airdrop stuff. I took the H2 up that hill and couldn't get past a tree root. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the small trucks, they struggle, and then the big trucks are just too big. You kind of have to use like a... It has to be like a smaller truck, but even those, you know, if they're like, say, for example, again, the Actaeon, I did try that, and it was just way too back-end heavy, and the thing just like flipped up on the hill. But so I had to take a really weird path through the trees. Like, I didn't follow the road. I would say if anybody wants a real challenge, like a really hard thing to do in this game, try to go up that hill to bring that medio point task, or to finish it, whatever. I think it's like a fuel barrel or something. Try to do that without using changed tires. That is a very difficult task. I can say that's probably the hardest thing I've done on this game. But then again, I also did it with, in that playthrough we don't have any, we're not recovering vehicles, and I don't have any duplicates, so it's like, if I were to flip over, I have to just, like, somehow recover it, not recover, retrieve it with another vehicle, or else just leave it there forever. Because we're not recovering it, we're not buying duplicates, so that would mean that's, like, for example, I flipped the Tuz 420 or something over, right? I would just have to leave it there. Because we're not allowed to have duplicates and we can't recover it. So unless I can somehow... trying to think of a word, not recover, but... you know, retrieve it. If we can't do that, we'll have to retrieve it ourselves, so... Somehow. I went through the trees too with the 612H because I was done wasting time. Oh, really? So you must have found a good route. I did not find a good route. It took me a long time to figure out how to get up there. I'm surprised that truck can even make it up there, Zero G. I'm really curious on how you went up there now. Alright, Mr. Zing. Gotta wrap some stuff up with work. Then the wifey wants some tacos. Did you tell her it's not Taco Tuesday yet? Gonna do some Alaska on the hard mode in order. See if anybody's around tonight to take care of everybody. Are you gonna be streaming tonight, Zing? Keep that suspension fixed, hopefully. Yeah, the 612H can have chains, yeah. That's one of the cool things about that truck. I know, I want to say like, this was a long time ago. When I counted probably like a year and a half. You'll be on tonight, okay. I don't remember how long ago it was, but I counted, it's probably about a year ago maybe. I counted all the heavy trucks that could have chains, and I want to say there was 12. So 12 out of like, I don't know, 40 maybe? 35, something like that. Like it is one of the, you know, there's a decent number of them. It's not like there's one or two. There's 12, but it is pretty rare for a big heavy truck like that to have chains in the game, so definitely a plus. Hardware Joe says, I play New Game Plus without recovery. It makes it fun. Yeah, it's funny going back to that. I remember, because I had been thinking about that contract, or task actually, for like months. Like I was like, man, this might be the one that breaks the run, you know? Like if I can't get up there, that's it. Like we'll never get to 100% the region. And I was thinking about it from like all the way back in Kola Peninsula probably. And we played through Kola, then through Yukon, then through Wisconsin, and then into Amir. So I was thinking about it for a while. And I remember when I got there, I was literally like sweating. My hands were out because I kept failing. I was flipping over, and I was just like, oh my gosh, if I can't figure out how to get this, I'm just screwed. And so I was like sweating, like this has got to be it. And I remember being like super stuck in trees and stuff, and I'm like, man, if I get stuck here, this truck is never coming out. Like it was in a really tough spot. So I was just absolutely sweating like, God, I got to get this. I was very nervous. Even though it's just a game and there's no point, like if I fail, whatever, but I just remember being super nervous, like this could be it. I can't recover it. I can't buy a new one. I'm super stuck. If I flip over, there's no chance of recovering it because it was the Dan. Like if it flips over, you know, we're only getting smaller trucks like up here, so. Robert says, hey Zing, I think he is now gone, Mr. Robert, but he said he's going to be streaming tonight, so if you want to stop in, you can. Zing does tacos on Monday. What a weirdo. I'm just kidding. We had tacos on Thursday the other week, and I told my nephews, like, it's Taco Thursday. They're like, no, it doesn't work like that. It's Taco Tuesday, that's it. Like, come on, it's a T, Taco Thursday. It just doesn't have the same ring to it. They were not having it. Alright. Full up. Yeah, I think we're having chili tonight, which sounds really good. I haven't had chili in a while. Abrams, I didn't use chains, just winch and however Saber cheated the Mastodon design. In honor of the loose nose Peterbilts, or long nose, loose nose? I don't know where I got loose from. Long nose Peterbilts, I'm using the 379. Fits most places, trying to unlock the trucks most of the time though. I use Traveler from Ulm, I think. Only the game trucks. Or wait. Ulm only, and game trucks, my granddad. Matt says, nothing beats a Monday stream. After, you know, you have a long, well, not, weekends always are too short, right? After a couple of days, you know, the weekend, come back in and go back to work hard, get to Monday and get to some streaming. Alright, highway built, 13,000 for that. Now I'm not sure what I want to do. I probably should go get the watchtower. Let's just knock that out real fast. I think I'm gonna park this right here. This is actually my first time ever completing this bridge, going across. I guess I completed it on PTS, but I didn't complete the entire mission, because for some reason on PTS, when you did the first part of the task, it completed the entire thing. The second part still needed to be done, but I don't know, it I guess wasn't required to build the bridge for some reason. Taco Thursday is better than Taco Monday. Yeah. Favorite food, tacos, enchiladas, or fajitas? I'm a big fan of tacos, but I do love a good enchilada. I've never really had fajitas, I don't think. So I guess I'm probably missing out there. I'm sure I'd like those as well. Mr. Hassan, welcome in. I'm sorry, but I do not speak, I think that's probably... I'm trying to remember what the name of it is. Arabic or something? I don't know. It looks like Arabic. Alright, here we are. Now what? That's basically it. I guess we could fix that rock slide. We need consumables and spare parts. Are those all three out of that warehouse? I think they are. I know consumables are. I think vehicle spare parts are as well. Let me see if I can scroll down to it. Consumables and vehicle spare parts. Okay. So we'll go over there and grab that, I guess. And actually, what is it? I think I need 2 more vehicle spare parts. That's 5 things? Yeah. That'll be perfect. Although I think I have to unlock the fishing contract or task. Yeah, I'm not real good with languages, deciphering what's what. Some of you guys might be better than others, but looks Arabic to me, I don't know. I know Fox speaks Arabic. He could probably read it. The only Arabic I know is marhaba, which is like hello, or something. I think it's hello. He said this is boring, says Google Translator. That's funny. That's not for everybody, is it? Terror Boy? No, don't start that, Abrams. Yeah, that's terrible. Don't do that. Aye. The only thing is, I know these ice fishing houses, those have to be... I think they have to be brought to different spots. I think I can open it up and check where they have to go, but I might have to drop these vehicle spare parts off at random places. I'm not sure. Thank you for taking care of that, Matt. Yep. Not here. Screw it. Let's just auto load them again, I think. Well, actually, let's look where we gotta go. What is it called? That's the rock slide. That's the planks. I didn't know I needed more consumables for that. Okay. The royal bricks, curtain side, chemicals, ice fish. Do I not have it? That's all water pipes, right? They have igloos? They do, yes. I can't remember where a lot of them are, but I know there's some right here. They're kind of hard to see, but there's 4 of them in there. Right around there. Just basically within the circle. I'm sure there's a couple other spots where they're around, but I just remember that one. So that was garbage, large pipes, oil, anchor, cargo. Okay, so that must be... Oh, here we go. Okay, so we need to deliver vehicle spare parts here. I have one pallet sitting right there. I knew I needed to bring it somewhere around here, so we have one basically in the first spot. Oh wait, second spot's right there. Third spot is right there. Okay, so we can bring those two down to the lake there. We just gotta pick up the fishing houses. That's not bad. Okay. But I think... Oh yeah, we could do this one. I know there's one trailer over here. And then I think there's one right here and one more over here. So we'll have to go... Wait, there's a trailer here too? Oh, I didn't know there's a scout fuel carrier there. Nice. Okay. We'll have to go and pick those ones up. What truck was this? That could work. That's the only one that could work actually. Because this is set up for big trailers. This is obviously a bigger truck. We're not going to use that. This is set up for big trailers, and this one can't tow trailers, so it's just that one. But I think we'll do... Yeah, we'll just auto-load. It'll be faster. So we need 1, 2 for that. I think it was 2 for the other one. For sure 1. What was it called? Eastern Rock Slide. 1 vehicle spare part, 2 consumables. Okay. Then I need those 2. Hey Brian, welcome in. How are you doing? I was about to go down that way, but there's no point. We fixed the road finally. I can go out this way. First time going back. Does anybody else know where there's some igloos? I feel like I've seen them in a couple of spots, but that's the only one I can just remember offhand. I've actually never been down this road. I know I said that before, but this is kind of a cool view. I bet you this would look really nice in the day. Let's take a look. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Got some very, very picturesque views here. That'll probably be the next episode's screenshot right there. You know what's weird? My lights were like shining through the hill down below. Like right there, you can see like shining through the trees on the backside of those trees. Look down below if you guys can see it. My lights are like, if I run into another section where there's like blocked by a hill, the lights like shine through the hill. Quebec is quite a beautiful region, especially at night. Yeah, with the, I think it's off behind me, the Aurora Borealis up there. Southwing, you're probably far enough north where you see that all the time, don't you? Because you live in Norway, that's pretty far north. Those views are breathtakingly beautiful, isn't it? Alright, we could cut straight through here and drop them off on the ice and then go up that way. I think that's the best way to go. Let's just top up on fuel quick. Oh, wrong way. Took the fuel out of my truck. Do you ever get into territorial disputes with North Fang? We talked about this last week, actually, Zero G. Because we were talking about, like, oh, we have two Matthews, we have two... Who else did we say? Two Roberts, you know, two Steves, two whatever. And South Fang's like, there's no more South Fangs, and I made a joke about, like, North Fang and West Fang and East Fang or something. But no, I've never seen any other fanged people here. What's up, Snakebite? Welcome in. Ready for tomorrow, full drive, wake up at 6:30, head to Jackson, Mississippi. Alright. I don't know how far away that is, but you said a full drive. South Fang's the name of your World of Warcraft character, gotcha. You'd love to go to Norway someday? Yeah, that would be awesome, wouldn't it? He has a brother called Northclaw. That's funny. Southern Northern Lights here. Are they often? Do they happen often there, or is it sort of a rare occurrence? They probably happen a couple of times a year here, and they're very, like, very faint. Like, you can see them, but they're kind of just barely there. There's probably too much light pollution as well. Like, just, you know, so many people. Not like. Obviously, I live kind of in the middle of nowhere, but, like, you know, there's pretty big cities not too far away. So it still, like, pollutes the sky enough, probably. No, in my region they are rare, but up north they are more common. Oh, so you're more in the South Fang? Well, that makes sense, you're South Fang. No, but I think, isn't, like, 90% of Norway's population in the bottom, like, 10% of the country? I think it was something like that. 90% is in the bottom 10%. Give us a little winky. Less light pollution up north too, yeah. Yeah, I think that's part of the problem where I live, is it's... You can see them, but they're, like, if the light was more gone, they'd probably be a little bit brighter. It kind of diminishes the brightness. Halfway up Norway is is above the Arctic Circle, yeah. I watched a YouTube short like a couple of months back. There was a... Uh-oh. Apparently there's a city in Norway. I don't remember the name of it. You guys have some pretty hard to pronounce names too. Or at least for an American. And I guess there's a city surrounded by mountains where the sun, like, never comes up for, like, 9 months of the year or something like that. Because it's... The mountains are, like, so close to it that you just don't even see the sun. And also the sun's a lot lower in the sky or something, and so there's, like, no sun for, like, 9 months. Just it pokes up for a couple and then it's gone. So on a cold, clear day, you'll see the lights. That's cool. Cold, clear. You remember when you were in Kirkenes? Is that the name of it? That might be it. In the winter and never saw the sun. That could be it. I don't remember the name of the city. But it does kind of sound familiar, so that might be it. Oh, Alien Sensation. South Fang is also from Norway. So, Mr. Jacobson, who you saw the last couple of streams, is from Norway. But South Fang is also from Norway. We got a couple of them now. Only 20 minutes during lunch? That's crazy. Saw the sunlight under the horizon, but not the sun, yeah. Like, you could see it somewhat, you know, where it was, but not actually see it. No, South Fang's not a troll. Mr. Jacobson's like a young, I don't know, probably young teenager. So he's more of a troll. This is Southwest Norway. I live in a city called Stavanger. I don't know if I said that right. Sounds like you're explaining my rural area. We don't get sun for about 6 months straight. That's crazy. I mean, I guess that's anywhere in the north, right? Once you go past a certain point, you're pretty much just daylight all the time for 6 months. Or not like bright light, but you know, daylight for 6 months and night light. That doesn't make sense. No light, maybe? Lack of much light? I don't know. Oh, I sure look like a troll. Just don't act like it. Stavanger? I don't know if I said that right either. Stavanger? Stavanger? We'll be lurking? Alright. Sounds good, Selfang. So now we'll have all of the spare parts here. Shoot, I should have grabbed that trailer. I filled up from it, but I should have put it on top of my truck. Guess the other Norwegian takes over the chat now. Yeah, the Mr. Jacobson was here early and said hello from Crete because he's on vacation in Greece. And then Southfang came in, and then now you popped in, so I'm pretty sure Robert, I think I have one more, Robert Haas, or Naas, N-A-A-S, is also from Norway. But oh, here's the igloos. I don't know if Matt's still here. These are the only ones that I can remember the location of, but there's 4 of them. Alright. Here's where we're going to toss these parts out. So eventually we can come back and grab them and just deliver them. This is the spot where they pretty much have to go. So we'll try and take the 2 off the trailer. NAAS is actually written NAS in Norwegian. Packet, restore, and a tent. Is there a tent there? I missed it. There's definitely, hey, there's porta potties over here too. If you have to go to the bathroom, they got you covered. Sorry, NAAS is actually written NAS. I don't know how you say the middle one there with the something over the top. In Norwegian, 2 A's make a with the little thing over the top. Again, I don't know how you say that for some reason. How many letters are there in the alphabet there then? If a double A makes that different A, I guess. Matt says, heyo, nice, and a tent. We got good evening, Matt from Alien. I might have done it again, didn't I? This part always gets me. I follow the road and then it just sinks in right here. Keep doing the same thing. Hello, Mr. Donuts. Welcome in. How are you doing? Oh no. Actually, that might work. Yeah, we backed up enough. 3 more than English, so 29. Hey, Dart. Welcome in. Evening Donuts, that sounds just rude. Evening Donut. Oh, because Donut's like a insult over in the UK. It's like, good evening, you dummy. Something like that. Just dropping by to say hi, dropping parts on the like button. Have a great stream. Thank you, Donuts. I'm assuming you're going to be live shortly. It's exactly. I have a riddle for you, JJ. Sure, go ahead. Dustbunny says, it's odd how simple words can mean so much, or so many different things in different languages in different regions of the world. Isn't it? Like, nobody here ever uses donut as an insult. But, like, the only reason I know about it is because Mr. Ramsay, Gordon Ramsay, like, oh, blah, 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 you donut. Like, okay. I never heard that in my life other than him say it. Or like maybe other videos online, but like nobody here says it. Nobody here calls people a donut for being stupid. That's just a weird way of saying it. Actually, I'm taking some time off of streaming until I get some things sorted out. Okay, I saw you post something yesterday about it. Donuts are something nice to eat. Yeah, donuts are a nice sweet treat. I don't know how you get dummy from a sweet treat. It says, I go up, I go down, but I'm neither up or down. I and dark, and I am light. Oh, I am dark and I am light, I think. Yet I am neither. What things am I? Things? So it's multiple things, or is it one thing? I go up and down, but I'm neither. I am dark and I'm light, but I am neither. Depends on your view, they are two but the same. Okay. Yeah, that one I have no idea. I think even if I think about this for a while, it won't probably come to me. That seems like a good one. Anybody else in the chat have any idea what this riddle would be? Dusk and dawn. That makes sense. Yeah. I was trying to think and I had nothing. I had absolutely nothing. No bright ideas, nothing that even made remote sense. Everybody says the sun. When you said what things am I, that's when I was like, huh, so it's multiple things? A shadow cat can be seen in Season 9 and Season 13, don't know where. There's a lot of cats in Season 9. Like, all over the town there's Season 9, or, all over the town there's Season 9. All over Season 9 in the town there's cats that can be seen, the black cats. Riddles aren't supposed to make sense, they are meant to confuse you and make you think, yeah. Yeah, Matt came in here with a couple of jokes earlier, I got one of them. I thought I had the second one, but I was off. I thought I had a good response still, though. Alright, we're about out of fuel. Let's top up quick. I don't know why I just now realized, hey, I could have done this with a shorter trailer. At least this part. Obviously we had 5 earlier, now we only have 3. Should have a fuel command. I used to have Streamlabs just before you started watching Alien. It randomly stopped working, and I can't really reset my password because it says that the email address doesn't exist. I haven't really done anything with it for like probably 6 weeks now. But I probably should try and see if I can get in contact with their customer service and see if I can figure out why it wouldn't be like showing up, because I have the email. I remember you told me about, did you try the capital letters like we talked about? No, I have not. I haven't touched it in like probably 6 weeks. I messed around with it for probably a week or week and a half, like trying to see if I could figure it out, and then after that I just kind of was like, alright, well, I don't know what's going on. Can't seem to figure this out, so... That could be it, though. Hey, Gold, welcome in. How are you doing? Zero G said, I finished Season 15 last night. Don't feel like doing main right now. But it's next if I go back to playing in order. Gotcha. Yeah, I remember you, I think it was you that asked me about jumping up there, and I said, yeah, go do it, why not? It's, you know, it's the newest region. It's not like you're jumping to a super easy region or something. It's one of the harder ones. It says, howdy neighbors. We got Tay Gold from Alien and Dust Bunny. He said he's doing great. That's good. I think just up the hill to the left here is the drop point right there on that hillside. So that should be it for this one. I did ask you, and it was the right move. More fun to engage with the community when doing the new thing, yeah. I remember being in your shoes, Zero G, when... Because when I first came back to the game, it was after a year. So, I played it in 2020 when it first came out, and I stopped playing it from about June-ish, June, July, somewhere in there, until like June or July of 2021, so like a whole year. Season 1 had just come out when I stopped playing, and then Season 4 was out when I came back to it. And so, when Season 5 came out, I was like, huh, should I keep playing in order? Because obviously I had a lot of catch-up to do. Or should I just jump up to 5? So I jumped up to 5, and this is the only time I ever really played out of order. I went from like... I think it went from Season 1 to 5, then back to 1, then into 2, then up to 6, then back to 2, then up to 7, then to 3, then to 4, or, you know, something like that. Like I was jumping back and forth. I was either caught up finally by Season 8. Oh my god. Sorry, guys. Apparently there's an Amber Alert. Oh no, tornado warning. Heyo. I should probably read that, huh? Take shelter in a basement or interior room. That was super loud. Well, I probably shouldn't be streaming too much longer then, huh? Because the power is probably going to get knocked out either way. Oops. Alright, hang on a second. Someone was just asking me about if we had tornadoes here not too long ago. Alright. I'm in Minnesota. Who'd asked that? Miss Dust Bunny. Minnesota. I live in sort of the central Minnesota area. I can hear the clouds rumbling outside, so definitely not the greatest of weather. I'm kind of surprised the connection's been holding up pretty good. You didn't think we had tornadoes up here? We really don't. I mean, there's I would say there's always some here and there throughout the year, but they never, like, I guess they're obviously it's rare for them to actually hit you, right? Like when I was a kid, we had one go over my house and took off the roof of our shed and threw it into our neighbor's yard. We had like a 20 by 20 shed, and it took the entire roof off and threw it over there. But yeah, we don't usually get them here. This is the, I don't know, maybe the third or fourth time that I can kind of remember that I've had a tornado warning. But yeah, I think we're going to call it here today, and maybe if it clears up later on, like I said, we could do another stream. But one of the next, either tomorrow or Wednesday or Thursday, we'll do a long stream. We're doing a 7-hour stream, so looks tornado-y there as well. Where are you at, Gold? Yeah, sorry to cut it short, guys, but it sounds like we got some pretty bad weather coming through, which means the stream probably won't be good to watch anyways, if it does, you know, not hit us here. So yeah, hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next one. Well, if I'm still here, hopefully. Alright, see you later, guys. Have a good rest of your night.